knees and lowered her hand. "Hiya, Mac, you good boy." The dog gave a yip of agreement, flank rising and falling as Sandy stroked him. There were a few burrs in his coat from their afternoon walk. Sandy's fingers pulled and sorted, removing the gristly spurs along with the clump of milkweed fur. Mac was a blend of breeds, nothing very clear, although he had to have some husky in him somewhere. He had one startlingly blue eye, while the other was brown, and perfectly pointed ears. It was more than those features, though. Something wolfish lived deep within Mac, a touch of the wild that hadn't been stirred for some time. "Gonna have to give you a bath," Sandy said, and this time there was no assenting yip. Instead, Mac's furry brow signaled his displeasure. He turned and trotted toward the sitting area of the kitchen, the farthest away he would stray on his own. The dog lay down on the rug in front of an upholstered love seat. Westward-facing glass doors formed the wall behind the sitting area. They framed a pale expanse of sky, canopying starkness all around. Stripped trees and fields of brittle grasses, a landscape the color of potato peelings. It was the end of a dying year, with a seemingly infinite stretch of bleakness before it. Yet Sandy loved this face of the countryside, too. She walked back to flick off the burner. The sauce was done, and a lid over the pasta water would keep it hot for later. The salad sat in the fridge in a bowl covered by a paper towel. She'd even sliced the bread. Tasks had always had a way of flitting away from Sandy, which was why she liked to get a jump start on dinner, as if she were lining airplanes up for takeoff, instead of preparing a meal for her family of 3. With nothing left to do, Sandy picked up the phone to call into work, catching a glimpse of turquoise numbers on the clock. 3:40. Despite uncountable reminders and remonstrations to come straight home from school, or at least call with an alternate plan, Ivy was now inarguably late. Sandy sighed, and Mac got up and stalked back over. He didn't like his family to be worried or annoyed or upset. He was like Sandy in that sense, she thought, watching the dog make his way across the room. Mac wasn't as limber as he used to be, she realized with an internal flinch. It was impossible to believe that a day would come when Mac wouldn't be here. He had grown up alongside Ivy. Weedskill Community Hospital had recently installed a telecom system that, as far as everyone could tell, had only resulted in alienating the patients and annoying the employees. The automated welcome came on as Sandy pressed the cordless to her ear. "If you would like to speak with someone in the emergency department, please press 1. If you would like to speak with someone in the..." Sandy hit 4 before she had to listen to the rest of the menu. "Mental Health Services, this is Gloria. How may I help you?" "At ease," Sandy said, in response to the perky tone. "Anything?" "Oh, Mrs. Tremont, hi," Gloria said, her voice returning to a more natural state of deflation. "Not really. It's been pretty you-know-what so far today." Uttering the word quiet was a jinx. Everyone who worked in a hospital knew that. Sandy caught a rustle of papers over the line. $1 million system or no, WCH still operated mostly as it had for over a century, eschewing paperless replacements for treatment plans and notes and charts. "Madeline Jennings put in a call," Gloria said, "but only one. I'd say we're doing well." Sandy allowed herself a brief, invisible nod of acknowledgement. On the days Sandy didn't see patients, Madeline sometimes called as many as 5 or 6 times. "What did she say?" "She asked if she could give you a call at home," Gloria replied. "I offered to beep you, but then she said she was all right." It was something of a ruse, having patients phone the hospital so that their therapist could be beeped. Therapists were supposed to block their number before calling back, but technology wasn't advanced enough in these parts for that to be a foregone conclusion. Often you were lucky to be able to place a call at all. What